guys, hello. I'm just doing this, starting to do this tutorial video series based on how to actually play PA properly. PA stands for Planetary Annihilation, for those that don't know. I'm running on a very crappy mic and a minimum amount of sleep, so you'll forgive me if there are typo errors, slurs, swears like a sailor, stuff like that. Oh, caffeine, you're my only friend. Oh. Anyway, we're gonna do some real quick tutorials. We're gonna do some training. For those that don't know actually how to properly play this game or don't have the flexibility with the experience that comes along with it. Okay, first I'm going to go to the AI skirmish. We're going to go to, it doesn't matter, just personal preference on the commander. No commanders, there's some slight differences on how they move, very slight, but nothing game-changing at all. There's absolutely no reason to pick one ACU, or one ACU or another. I call them ACUs because that's what they are. This game, Planetary Annihilation, is built on, or is comes from Supreme Commander, or from the creators of Supreme Commander, and Total Annihilation. So that's why I call them ACUs. But basically, the point of this game is to kill the other person's commander, or ACU, as you would call it. Basically, put their king in check permanently. You kill their ACU, you win. So, but there are many things that you need to understand in order to be very successful. So, there are two types of players in this game that I've actually found. There are economy players, and there are the other players that use actual direct fire, actual combat units, and spam them. There's a big difference between the two different player types. Players such as me use the economy as a primary focus on the game. We use our attack units and support units to support our economy, not to fuel the war, basically. The other type player uses the economy to support their units. So, basically, my style of playing, which is the economy player, is going to be more of a turtle. And they're very hard to take down if you exactly know what to do. So, we're going to take down the AI's economy rate, making him essentially brain dead. He won't be able to do anything. This is basically a difficulty multiplayer. Nothing more, not an econ rate. So, purple. Okay, we're going to start off. Click start. We got Forge, which is one of the ladder maps in this game. I guess I'm still sick. Anyway. I won dude, or I war dude, doing some 1v1s. Okay then. You do that. Helicon chat. Really weird. Alrighty. When you get into a game, you're going to be picking from a collection of starts. Usually it's only going to be one if you're going to be on a ranked match. You only have one starting point. And normally you're going to want to start in a place where your ACU can directly, or can immediately build a factory and not cover any mass points. My top key doesn't work. God damn it. Anyway, we're going to go right here, because then I'll start here, and I can build a factory right here. So we're going to click Annihilation, and the game's going to immediately start within 5 seconds. We're going to go slow. Basically for this tutorial, I'm going to show graphs on how the game actually works. So the first off, what you're going to do is you're going to pick a factory that you're going to start off with. My advice to you is a vehicle factory if you're going to be playing on a land map. And I'm going to be teaching you how I play, which is basically the turtle, or the very, very vicious brick, basically. I'm an economy player. So, for first factory, you're always going to queue up nothing but workers. You're never going to build anything but workers unless you're going to change your playstyle. Once that's done, you're going to hold shift, and this is called queuing up. You're going to hold shift, and you're going to start clicking on like power plants. And then notice, while you're holding shift, you can see this little line between my ACU and where it's building. So, you can hold shift, and you can actually queue multiple buildings. All selected, shift. With this worker that just got out here, we're going to have him assist and build more 800 is the power it needs to spend. So every single worker that you have using current costs, you can actually slap them all on a building like this. They'll all incur the same cost individually. So that's like 30 mass, and 800 costs 3. It's basically 10 mass and 800 power times 3, times how many workers you have. ACU is much more efficient and a little bit faster on building. So you always want to have to build your important buildings, basically. At the top part of the screen, we're going to have our mass, which is the left-hand side, power, it's going to be right-hand side. Efficiency, we don't really care about that because it doesn't really matter. As long as you're in the orange or greens, we'll be fine. Okay, now, any of your workers, this is called queuing up, or assisting factories. On this factory, we can do something called assisting right as they're being built. Right-click the factory, and then left-click the factory, and then right-click it. Hear that little sound? Okay, now watch this next builder when it comes out. Watch what it does. When that factory starts building again, this guy is going to help build it. Remember, it's going to incur its cost to assist the factory in building faster. It will actually help the factory build faster. It will incur costs. Be careful about that. You can have this almost unlimited amount of workers on a single factory, so remember that. Okay, now we're all going to start doing this. There's that. We went over economy, we went over this and that. One more thing I like to do when a game starts is, once I'm actually stable, I'm going to build an air factory. And this... I'm going to build an air factory. Damn it. Air factory, damn you. Oh, just with the walls. Now notice my mass at the top and my power is going down dramatically because each one of these workers is incurring more cost. You can actually help yourself if you don't have much income, but you can actually slow down the draw of resources. Not now.
Additional energy storage is
by
required.
By building energy storage and mill storage. This will slow things down and you have much more storage in the long run, which will mean that your resources are... Basically, you'll have a bigger bank, a bigger pool of resources. Dude, close my door. Close door. No, close. Stream, close, go. That was my roommate, sorry about that. Anyway, the way the economy works is you get income for every single income building you have. This is amassed into an actual pool, an actual bank storage, so to speak. So at the top we see metal income, which is plus 12, and now it's plus 47. And right below here we have 2.4k and 21.5. The first number, a little number on the top here, is going to be how much we actually have, and the second number on the right is going to be how much we can actually store at any given time. So remember that. Anyway, okay, going back to waypointing. In this factory, we're going to do something that not many players know how to do. It's called waypointing around the base. Most players are going to do this. It's going to be similar to what we did with our engineers. What you're doing right here and sucking all the resources. Looks like that factory, and press S. That will stop all production and hits all waypoints. This air factory selected. Okay, we're going to select a Hummingbird. This basic fighter. Hold Shift and then click on it. This allows you to heal 5 million point. So you don't have to worry about it anymore. Now, when they're built, they're simply going to sit down right next to the factory. There's no waypoints. Now, most players are going to do this. They're going to hold this, and then they're just going to... Oh, they're going to go over here to patrol. Right here. Right at the right-hand side of the screen. They're going to hold Shift, and then they're going to do this. Now, what this is going to do, these workers to speed up the process, is this fighter will patrol on this area randomly until it finds a target within range and then attack it. Once it's done attacking, or its target is dead, or something else happens, it will go back to its actual random waypoint in this little circle. Now, the problem with that is, is that they could, all the fighters, in the splits, in the very rare chance that they could all be in the exact center, because it's a random waypoint inside this circle. They could be anywhere. You could be on a very large map, and all your fighters be in the middle, and you'll have a massive force come in, and your fighters won't even be anywhere close to protect you. This is a bad idea. This is what most players do, because it's easy. What we're going to do is we're going to select this factory. We're going to press S. If we hold
Additional
shift,
energy surge is required.
quiet. If we hold shift while the factory is selected, we can see any waypoints. Since I pressed S, I cancel all waypoints and everything else. They're still following the little waypoints. They will continue to do so. Until I tell it to stop. Now we're going to select the factory again. We're going to hold shift. Now we're going to select this control symbol. We're going to hold shift. We're going to click on control. We're going to do something differently. While holding shift, we're going to left click right here, right here, right here, and right here. Now what this is going to do, if you watch this fighter right here, or this fighter here, is it's going to waypoint around our base. Now the more fighters we build, or the faster we build them, the faster they are going to go around our base. So any type of invading force is going to have to go through this blanket, what I call the blanket of air protection. Why is this guy going? It's weird. So basically, if they send a lot of air going right here, okay, they're eventually going to hit this wall of interceptors and even bombers or anything basically that's waypointing around the base. And the longer they take, the more time they take to actually deal with that wall, the more interceptors will come in the waypoint and hit them also. So basically, you don't even have to worry about even managing your air defenses anymore. They're already automated infinitely until the end of time, until they decide to actually find something worth attacking, and then they'll go back to their actual waypoint. It's very, very useful. It keeps you very, very safe against things, threats that you simply don't want to actively manage, basically. At any time, you can press shift. Now, if you want to expand this area right here, and what you're going to actually have to do is, because if you try to enter more waypoints, what's going to happen over here, hold shift, is you're actually going to add. Now this is okay, but they're going to follow the old point and the new waypoint. That's not good, because then the new waypoints will be erratic and uneven. So you're actually going to have to press S while the factory's selected, cancel it out, hold shift, go to P, and then make a bigger one. And there you go. And what I like to do is I actually like to have a mixture. So, like, say, me, 5 Thunderbirds, 5 Bumblebees, 5 fighters, 5 bombers, 5 fighters, 5 bombers. Like this. That way, if any, like, land forces try to attack you, they're going to go right below the bombers that are with the fighters, and they'll get bombed to smithereens. Bombs take care of them, they go back to their own waypoints. If the fighters try to come and offer them support, then your fighters will tear them up. It's a very, very well automated system. It's saved me countless sometimes. So, righty then. Now we're going to go into Tech 2, even though I know I'm not doing a good job of actually going over the basics. All workers have an option of actually building a Tech 2 counterpart. Whatever factory you build a worker from, such as a vehicle factory, with a vehicle fabricator, vehicle worker, you can actually build a advanced vehicle factory. For bot fabricators, you can build the advanced bot factory. Air factory is the same way. You can build an advanced air worker, basically. This right here. Then you're gonna have that also. Air workers are exceptionally good. They are very useful, but they're very, very fragile. You almost never go air engineers at the very start of the game. They can be taken out with one hit from an interceptor. One hit. One interceptor can take out an entire group of air fabricators, so don't ever do them unless you have support, like this circle protection and the air defenses. because all your engineers will be taken out instantly. But they are the very best. They cost more power to build things. 200 more power each, so they actually cost like 1,000. You notice at the bottom left-hand side of the screen. Oh no, it's actually 1 now. Oh, 1 extra mass and 100 extra power. Oh, change that. But they are very mobile. You can go anywhere. If you have enough resources, they can basically insta-build based on how many you have. Very useful, guys. You always want hell factories that are building fabricators or workers to assist itself, so any workers that come out of it are going to help the
More
factory.
energy is required.
Our Tech 2 factories are almost built because we actually, it's going kind of slowly because we actually don't have enough power. Look at the top, negative 19.9 thousand. That's a pretty good number.
Advanced factories online.
There we go. We want to build some more. Now, your first advanced factory, we're going to build a fabricator base. If you want advanced units, you're going to have to build a second advanced facility. I highly recommend you build workers, because even if you go into the negative advanced workers, they will still build faster than your technical counterparts, even when you're in negative on your massive power. They are very efficient. They can build T1 artillery like it's nothing. Pelters like it's in a couple of seconds by themselves. They are amazing. They can save you so much better than units can. Units are expendable. Buildings, on the other hand, are not. And you can defend buildings easily. Once you get the hang of the economy, you can actually feel the flow of the game and know when to stop building power. What's enough. I like to just queue these up, do this. It's messy, but they'll keep building. Naturally, you'll always be negative while they're building until we have built enough, but you can bring much more power until our advanced workers are done. These air fabricators, since you know that the AI is brain dead, we're going to do this. We're going to shift, we're going to click on this mouse track, and this is, you can actually queue up areas. This is a very important thing when you're actually managing multiple groups. Okay, we got them all selected right now. I advise you to actually set them to a hotkey, Control 1. At the bottom of the screen, you can actually see there's an actual, right here. You can actually click it. It shows you what you have, and it saves it. Now, for half of these, we're going to go half the planet. We're going to select half of them. We're going to click on the metal extractor. We're going to drag this.
Insufficient metal.
And for the other half, we're going to select this. Now, the reason why we are not doing this, which most people will do, will actually click the metal extractor and queue the entire planet up. What the problem with this is that group of engineers will take priority. Sometimes we'll have problems with workers just not building because, well, they've already been queued for this select group right here. Why would they build the same thing? So they've been building it. And since you queue up the entire planet with these 2 engineers, nothing else will get built. And things will go very, very slowly because you only have 2 air engineers on the job. So basically, when you break it up into areas such as these guys, hold shift, you can actually see like their actual pattern for building units. They're right there. And then you have these guys over here. Doing that. This means you have two worker groups building multiple mass components at the same time. Very simple. Okay, we've got a couple of advanced engineers right now. First off, we should build power. Mass is more important, but power is easier. Now, even though we are in the red, we are still building quite fast. That's 5,000 power right there. That's very important. With your AC at all times, remember your AC is your king, like in chess. If you lose it, you will lose the game. he's going to send lots of bomblings, which are nice little exploding bots. These things are extremely fast, and they're just, they explode on contact. They can actually very easily kill an ACU in numbers, unless you have, like, multiple turrets like this. Yeah, we're going to actually go over my actual starting strategy. I will actually show you my strategy for actually playing the game after this one. Okay. Notice we're still negative, but we have fun. They're still okay. We're going to stop that. And we're going to start making them build energy storage. So we can just basically work. We're going to have these air engineers start assisting advanced factory because it's more important. This air factory, left click it, and then right click on the advanced vehicle factory. All worker units that are coming from this air factory are now going to go over to here. And vice versa. If I were to say this, I want all attack units coming from this vehicle factory to support my ACU whenever they are built, without me actually having to manually assist them. Factory, right click my ACU, and then shift. You'll actually see that there's a blue line here. This shows that anything that comes out of the factory is going to assist or protect my ACU. This is not a good idea, though. You don't want to rely on things that are sent to your ACU on a waypoint. You want your ACU to be within safety, or know the game well enough to know that your ACU will be fine. That now we got massive amounts of power. Now, the most important thing about getting tier 2 is not the units, it's actually the economy.
Hostile forces detected.
Oh, no! Oh, look, he actually built something. That's amazing. Anyway, when you build these advanced metal extractors, if you look at the bottom left-hand side of the screen, I actually have one selected right now. It says 24 at the very bottom number. Little number below there. That's 24 mass. A normal mass extractor gives you 7. This is massive. This is a massive upgrade. This means that you can out-economy your opponent. Meaning, if you really want to, if he's really throwing numbers at you and you really like numbers for some reason, you can build way more factories than he does just from one of these advanced mass extractors. So you understand why I say never build units first when you get your first advanced factory. Always get economy. Even if you're in the red, start building that. See, I was negative in mass. I'm still building fast, right? Also, the more mass, the more advanced factories you have, the faster they'll build. If you are in negative, they will still have a base building speed, and that will stack. So like, watch this. How fast it's building. Now, we just went negative on mass. We still have some power. We're still building fast. More engineers, more advanced engineers means you can just build faster. You can't go slower than 0, basically. So, okay, so we're basically going to have so much power, it's not even funny. Now we do. And for like our storage, metal storage, we can actually build, store more metal, so we can go negative so fast. And that's that. And now, one more thing is, instead of using hotkeys, we actually have these little icons in the bottom. See all this air we have here? Now look at this. There's one called Select All Air Units in View. Get your view to a nice little center on everything. And right-click that. Maybe put them to a hotkey. Like Control 2. See down here, there's a new control. 56 air units. And then we're going to go hunting for his ACU. Where's that ACU?
Enemy commander detected.
I don't have any bombers, so we can't do anything. They're all fighters. now, build a filter. Build our filter. Right now. With enough economy, he won't be able to do shit as it's moving. In a couple of seconds, he's going to be pelted by multiple filters. As funny as that sounds, say that 5 times fast. This is much faster. Just here, one more thing I need to mention. This is limited for advanced players and people actually. When it comes to a land factor, only a certain amount of these land fabricators will fit around the factory and be close enough to actually assist them, basically. Okay. There'll only be enough, like, up to around here, maybe? And all those within that range will be able to assist the factory. So around 50 or so of those. Now, anything outside of that range, and they'll just be sitting there, even though you told them to assist the factory, they won't be able to assist it. Meaning that you can't use them to speed up production. Okay. Now, error units don't have that problem. They stack. It would be as if all these workers were occupying the same spot. They don't take up space in the air. They can stack on each other. Case in point. See these guys all laughing right here? Imagine a factory.
More units required.
Those poor fighters. They were scared. And that's it for, probably was a jumbled mess of, a tutorial.
Congratulations, Commander.
Those are the things that people don't really tell you. And you have to spend even a couple months to understand. Alrighty. For Mike's tutorial, I'll probably be showing you guys how to actually start up a game with MyStart. This will give you the flexibility to actually take on multiple opponents. And I'm actually going to set it. We're going to go for one with ranked planet, and then one with a large custom planet for custom games. But until then, I will see you guys later. Bye.